It's me, Tina Marie, Tina's World. Another video today? Okay, what's goody? Okay, so today's a video, part two, number two, is actually a stimulus has been reached. So we're getting a stimulus package, yay. And it's so funny to see all the people, because y'all know I'll be following the shade room, okay? They in the comments, what's $600? What's this, what's that? And all that complaining. But I'm like, girl, like, you know your kids get $600 too, right? Like, it's not just you getting 600. Like, it's for your whole family. So I wanted to talk about stimulus package that they reached and what I think. So you're getting $600 per person. You remember the last one, it was $1,200, and then it was the kids were like $500 a piece or something like that. But now the kids are worth $600 a piece. So last time when I got like $2,700, this time it's gonna be $2,400. You know what I mean? So it ain't that huge of a difference. You know what I mean? It's a couple $100. But a lot of people are saying, you know, other countries, they're so much better than the United States because the United States ain't giving nothing. And I mean, they're not compared to other countries. It seems like the United States, who they're benefiting the most off stimulus packages, is unemployment. Like, I really feel like if you are on unemployment during this whole, pandemic, you are winning. Like, you got in the beginning extra $600 per week. Some people that live in rural areas, they were only making $400 a week at their job. Okay, now they getting the 200 something for unemployment plus another $600. They was getting over $800. You know, for people that was in that rural area. You know what I mean? Like, they was winning. And then this time around, they're gonna get $300, and it's gonna go until March. So around March 10th or something like that. I'm gonna look it up real quick on my phone. But yeah, they're getting an extension on that. And then people that were part of the unemployment that has to do with coronavirus and stuff, that's extended because they're going to lose their coverage coming up. So they're going to be able to keep their coverage longer. So that's good. They're actually going to have a plan that's going to help people from losing their, their home, not their home, excuse me, their rent, not being able to pay the rent. So, you know, those programs that help people that need help. So money is getting put towards that. I'm about to give you all the figures right now. I got Grace's phone to tell you everything about the stimulus package. But do I feel that the United States, like when it came to the pandemic, we gave the least amount of money to the people? I do. I think the only people that benefited the best out of the whole scenario is if you were on unemployment. Like, you made out like a bandit. But if you were somebody that was on unemployment that's used to making $10,000-$20,000 a month, okay, of course you lost. But most people that was on unemployment, they ain't even used to getting $600-$700 a week. A lot of them are not, and that's just being honest. You know what I mean? So they was making good. They was fixing their credit. If they was smart, they was fixing their credit. They was paying their bills. They was putting their rent up. They was paying their rent in advance. You know what I mean? So I would think those were the people that are benefiting the most. But the people that wasted the money, let's say if you're needing only, let's say you live in a rural area or an area that's not that expensive, like even Buffalo, it's not expensive to live in Buffalo. You can get an apartment for like $500 a month. Okay. So let's just say you're living in Buffalo. All your bills per month for car insurance and everything out the door, you're looking at $1,800 a month. Okay, they're giving you 600 plus maybe the 400 on unemployment. Let's just say 300. So that's 900. 900 and 900. That's 1,800. 1,800 times two. So that's the 8. You make that 8. An 8 and the 8. That's 16. You're getting $3,600 a month, and you only need $1,800 a month to live. You see the difference? Man, them people was making out like a bandit on that unemployment. And then when it ended, if you didn't spend your money right, you were kind of, you were messed over. But let me just pull up the stimulus package. But I know like other countries, they're giving $2,000 a month to every like family, I think. And I think that was really good. And that went to all the families. Like, that's what they're doing in Canada. So that was nice, that they were doing that. And they're continuing to do that. I just think that America is greedy. So I don't know. I just feel like the wealthy people, the 1%, they could afford to make sure that everybody was able to make it through this pandemic comfortably. but they're too busy getting flued out. Okay, my city girl voice. They're too busy getting flown out, vacationing in all these exotic places. And it's just like, we're in a pandemic and y'all over there in Africa, y'all over there in Mexico, y'all over there just showing money. Cardi B is online talking about an $88,000 purse. Like, really? That's someone's salary for a year. You want to just go ahead and get that up, girlfriend? So that one person that lost their salary this year because of COVID, you can go ahead and pay it for them. Like, let's be real here. But okay, it is what it is. But I just think in America, the upper 1%, they could do more than what they do. And I understand they earned their money, whoop-de-woo. I get it. But I really feel they could do more. Sorry, sometimes Grace's allergies act up. Okay, so this is the $900 billion coronavirus relief package. The legislation includes a 300 weekly unemployment supplement. Remember, like I told you guys before, it was 600, now it's 300, but still, that's pretty good if you're someone that's used to only having $1,800 worth of bills a month. I mean, that still works out good for you. But if you're one of those people that live high class society and you lost your job and you're making $8,000 a month and now you're getting just unemployment, you struggling unless you had a real good 401k and saved money very well. This also is going to include a $300 billion in paycheck protection program loans and more than $8 billion for vaccine distribution for the the COVID vaccine, where a lot of people are. That's a whole nother video. Talk about they ain't getting it. They ain't gonna get the vaccine, but that's a whole nother video. So with this program, they're going to have the food stamp, which is the EBT or the supplemental nutrition assistance. $13 billion is going to go towards that. So if you get food stamps, let's say you get only like $20 a month or something like that. And a lot of people get food stamps now because of unemployment. And if you're one of those people, your bills is way higher than that unemployment money, you get amount of food stamps. Maybe some people it's $20, some people it's $300. But whatever your maximum is for your household is what you'll get during like all this pandemic stuff. So people are getting the maximum amount. So some people getting 600, some people getting 700. I mean, it could go to like $1,000 of food stamps. Like if you look at the maximum per household, some of these households, like I think you get up to $1,000 a month in food stamps. Like that's a lot of food. Like where does all that food go? But yeah, they're giving out the maximums to everyone depending on your state. It is up to your state if they're going to give the maximum. Here in Texas, they give you the maximum every month. This bill also will put $45 billion into transportation, including $15 billion for airline payroll assistance, $14 billion for transit system, and $10 billion for state highways. This also is going to include $8 billion to a distribution of 2 FDA-approved COVID vaccines. So that goes part of that, the COVID vaccine money. It also set aside $20 billion to make sure Americans get the shot for free. So they're spending $20 billion to make sure you can get this shot for free. And people are like, don't vaccine me, girl. Don't vaccine me, girl. And I get what they're saying because, it's this whole thing, when they were vaccinating Black people in a different country and it was all like a setup kind of thing. I don't want to lie and say like I'm cultural and got all that information, but I watched on it and I get where Black people like, girl, no, this vaccine is a joke. Like y'all trying to set us up kind of thing. But, our president that's about to come in, he went ahead and got his shot today. So, I'll be getting the shot. I know that me and my kids, we're getting the shot, but it's up to you if you are getting the shot, I guess. But they put a lot of money into it. So let me take a look here. Direct at least $20 billion to states for testing and contact tracing efforts on getting rid of coronavirus. So now they are having a plan so we can get rid of this thing. So that is very important because we got to get rid of this thing. We can't keep living in our houses scared, but at the same time, look, I'd rather be safe than sorry, so I don't mind living in my house scared and everywhere I go masking up. It's at this point where I enjoy the mask. I get different color masks, everything, and I feel like Mortal Kombat. Like, it don't bother me. But that's that. So that's that. What else in here? In the bill also, guys, it will include things to help education. On top of helping with education, things to help with childcare assistance. There's a lot of things involved, so definitely Google. So it's not just about the $600. There's a lot more that's going into this. Like they're helping small businesses as well. So definitely look into everything that they're going to be offering. Okay. So the bill will extend the federal eviction moratorium through January 31st. It would put 25 billion into a rental assistance fund. So if you're one of these people that's struggling with your rent, guess what? This is really going to help you that they extended giving rental help. This is extended through the 31st of January so you can get help when it comes towards your rent, okay? So if you're one of those people that you couldn't pay your rent because you lost your job or whatever it is, see what kind of assistance programs they have where you live. That way you know next month you don't have to worry about your rent. If you're approved for the program or whatever program you apply for, they'll go ahead and give you the money for the rent so you don't have to worry about having to pay your rent, and you can pay your other bills and be caught up. And then they have here into a rental assistance fund, which state and local governments will allocate to people to use for past due and future rent. So you can use it for past due rent and you can use it for future rent or utilities. So let's say your electric got far behind because you lost your job. Look in your area. They have a lot of programs available that can help you. If you're one of those people that are struggling with your finances, how am I going to make it? I don't know if I can make it. Don't be too proud. There's programs out here that will pay your rent, that will pay your electricity. Don't play. Do not be too proud to beg. Okay, TLC. I ain't too proud to beg. Nah, y'all got to stop being too proud. Because they have put back over 20, what did I say? 20 something $billion. Yeah, the money's there, honey. Just get your piece of the pie, okay? So yeah, and this will go through March. So the beginning portion of March, I swear all this is like what the unemployment is mid-March. Yeah, it says through mid-March for the unemployment. It just gives enough time to get people vaccinated. It gives enough time to get people back working again. And I guess they'll reevaluate it when Biden's fully in office. Of course, things will never be the same. We know now more about sanitation now than we ever have, in my opinion. I think we know way more about sanitation now than we ever have. But yeah, so that's the stimulus package that they came up with. I think a lot of people saying, well, this ain't ish. If you really look through everything we're getting, even though this, yeah, you're not getting $2,000 a month like other countries, their families are getting $2,000 every single month that takes care of their household and helps them out. Which, yeah, that would be lovely. That would be lovely, splendid, darling. But the U.S. ain't gonna do it. The U.S. is just not gonna do it. They didn't even want to do this, okay? It looks like they had to push to do this so the government didn't shut down, okay? So I guess we better just thank Jesus, praise Jesus, and keep going about our day, okay? So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.